Hey, what's up, guys? It is the Slight for Slacker back at it with another video. I've got ancient gear combos, and I want to talk to you guys about something real quick. I started a Discord for the channel. The link is going to be below. If you'd like to join it, upon joining, I'm just asking everybody if you're a channel member, so that way I can add you to the members only section. If you're not, please don't feel obligated to join. If you want to, channel membership starting at 99 cents. I'm putting together a big giveaway once I reach 10 channel members. So, guys, without further ado, this is one card ancient gear combo. So, we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to start with Wyvern plus a discard. So, this is any card plus Wyvern if your opponent has two monsters on the board. So you normal summon Wyvern, get yourself to advance, activate advance, get yourself to catapult, use advance to tribute the Wyvern, get an extra draw, catapult the advance, summon out Dark Golem. Dark Golem's going to go ahead and grab you two. You're going to always grab Statue and Frame. Statue's going to get you Commander. Commander's going to mill the OG Golem and normal summon Frame. Frame's going to pitch to get to Gear Duel. Your Link is going to grab you Gear Town. You're going to go ahead and pop the Gear Town, and one of your opponent's monsters' attack becomes 0, and that's going to special out Tanker. Tanker's going to recover an Ancient Gear Golem from grave, and then Commander's going to grab the Dark Golem. You're going to go ahead and pop the Commander. You're going to go ahead and banish the Commander, and then you get Ancient Gear Duel, summon out your big Unga Bunga boss monster, and GG. We did all that with a simple starter plus a discard. So this next one is Ancient Gear Frame. This is Ancient Gear Statue, my bad. Now, Statue can be normal or special summoned here in this instance. So we did special summon it, but it can be normal summoned for the exact same gains. Same deal. This time, this route's a little bit different because you're going to Gear Town, and then you're going to go ahead and catapult the Gear Town, getting yourself into Wyvern, as well as a Commander on board, and then you're going to search a Gear Frame. You're going to use the Commander, send the OG Golem, get out the frame, pitch that, get the Ancient Gear Duel, link away into Ballista. Always link using anything, the two monsters but Commander, because you want Commander on board. You're going to go ahead and pop the Gear Town. Gear Town's going to get you to Tanker. Tanker's going to go ahead and revive one of your giant golems from grave. After you do that, you're going to get the other golem. You're going to pop the Commander, use Commander to get the Duel, and then use Duel to get out into the big Unga Bunga Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem and push for game. We're going to go here we did that statue. Now we're going to do Gear Frame. These are all, again, off of one card, which I would actually advocate playing Wyvern, Frame, Statue, and Advance all at 3 because they're just good. Normal summon Frame. Frame's going to get you to Advance. You're going to go ahead and use Advance, grab Catapult. You're going to use Advance to pop the Frame, using the Catapult to pop the Advance. Getting out into Dark Golem. Dark Golem's going to give you 2 searches. You're going to go ahead and discard one, special summon the Statue. Statue's going to get you into Commander. Commander's going to go ahead and mill the OG Golem, get you out into Wyvern. Wyvern's going to get you a copy of Ancient Gear Duel. And you're going to go ahead and link those 2 away into Ballista. Ballista's going to get you Gear Town. Gear Town's going to go ahead and activate. You're going to pop it with Ballista, turning a monster your opponent controls into 0. Gear Town's going to get popped, summoning out the Tanker. Tanker's going to revive one of your Golems. Commander's going to revive the other one, and then you're going to pop the Commander. Commander banished to activate the trap. You're going to activate the trap, get out your Unga Bunga, and ba-bam. The very last one I have that is a 1 card is Ancient Gear Advance. We're going to go ahead and we're going to load a replay of that. Our opponent's going to start off activating Stray Lamb so we can have at least 2 monsters on our opponent's field. That way it's just easier for testing purposes. So we're going to go ahead and Ancient Gear Advance, get us the Catapult. Catapult's going to pop the Advance. You're going to go ahead and get out into Dark Golem. Dark Golem's going to get you 2 searches. You're going to go into Statue. Statue's going to go ahead and get you to Commander. Commander's going to go ahead and mill OG and get you into Wyvern. Wyvern's going to go ahead and get you to Ancient Gear Duel. You're going to go ahead and link those 2 away, getting into Ballista. Ballista's going to go ahead and get you to Gear Town. You're going to activate the Gear Town. You're going to pop the Gear Town and pop the Lamb. And you're going to go ahead and special out Tanker. You're going to go ahead and pick up one of the Golems from grave. And then your Commander's going to get the other one. You're going to Tanker, pop the Commander, banish the Commander, get the trap. And ba-bam. 1, 2 punch. So you guys are probably thinking, well, okay, you're doing that with 1 card plus a discard. What about our opponent interrupting because we're going second? Now, I'm going to load this real quick and I'm going to pause. So if you open up with, actually, hold on, let me play for a second. If you open up with a copy of Fortress and Advance or Fortress with any of these other combo pieces, or if you see one of your combo pieces, that you would pick up off of Dark Golem, you can actually just search the Gear Fortress instead and then activate it. Gear Fortress is something that you want to start with. So, I mean, you can actually open up with Advance and search the Fortress, okay? and then you can go for, say, for example, you have Catapult in hand. You can use Catapult to pop the advance, and you're insulated. So this is actually going to be an insulated play. We open up with Fortress. We're going to activate Advance. Advance is going to get us the Catapult. We're going to go Catapult the Advance, pop it, getting out into Dark Golem. Dark Golem's going to get us 2 searches. We're going to be searching the Wyvern and the Catapult. Special at the Wyvern and the statue. It's going to summon out the commander, and the commander is going to summon out the Wyvern, which we're going to link those guys away into the Ballista. Ballista is going to get us to the Gear Town. Gear Town's going to go ahead and get popped, and we're going to summon out the Tanker. Tanker's going to go ahead and actually get out a Golem from Grave, and it's going to get the other Golem off Commander. You're going to pop the Commander. Commander's going to do Commander stuff, getting out into the trap, and then we're going to summon out into our Unga Bunga boss monster and push for game. So I want to go back. Actually, wait a minute. Let me just restart this one. Let it replay. So I do want to talk about this. Okay, so we are insulated. I'm going to pause as we go here. We are insulated from hand traps once we play Ancient Gear Fortress. We are weak to Droll. Okay, if at any point after we get a search, our opponent Drolls, your SOL, because this Droll does not respond to the activation. It responds to the resolution. So like, after your effect resolves, then your opponent Drolls. So if you're curious if this protects against Droll, it does not. It sucks, but I mean, we're pretty much insulated from anything else, which is hella nice. But real quick, I just want to show you guys, we do have one weakness, okay? It is after we activate Gear Town, okay? The only issue is that we activate Gear Town to special something from our deck. This can be ashed. This can be negated from an opponent's monster on board. But this is really our only choke point if we get to Fortress. So if we activate Fortress, you're pretty much set besides Droll. You don't have a lot of choke points with this, so it's actually pretty decent. So just to say right there, if my opponent was to ash that, we're kind of SOL. But that is really the only choke point because we're using all Ancient Gears. So that is kind of like one of the perks of playing this deck hyper purely, is because Ancient Gear Fortress. If you don't know what this card does, it says during the turn that they were normal or special summon, your opponent cannot target Ancient Gears you control with card effects. They cannot be destroyed by card effects. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of Ancient Gear cards and effects. So that's a mouthful to basically say your opponent cannot respond to them. That is crazy. If it happens to be destroyed, you can actually special summon one from hand or grave. So it's kind of it's a decent extender if it gets popped. So you don't want to regularly pop this with Catapult. That's not the goal. But it does have a nice little clause in there that says, hey, you're not SOL completely if I get destroyed. But two, one thing I want to note is, as of right now, our highest attack Ancient Gear monster without limiter removal or without any outside influences is 5,000. So 5,000 with 3 attacks. That is 15,000 damage. If you have Ancient Gear Golem on board, that's obviously another 3,600. And Ballista's 15 and Tanker would be 19. Okay, so you can do a lot of damage. The only problem is, what do we do if our opponent carries a monster that is higher than that? That's kind of where I hope. I mean, obviously, yeah, you could just play like Kaijus or something, or just like, you could Forbidden Droplet it. Okay, whatever. Say we don't open that. Okay, how are we doing it in Archetype? I really hope that we get something that boosts Ancient Gear Fusion's attacks or doubles them even, like give us our own limiter removal, like something to make this even crazier. Because I feel like right now it's pretty good. I'm gonna go back actually and show you guys my list real quick. Let me move that out of there. So again, all of our 1-card combos are being facilitated by one of these 4 cards. We've got Wyvern, Statue, Frame, and Advance. So what I'm thinking the plan is this. Okay, I'm thinking that the plan is to play. I'm not playing Ancient Gearbox. I mean, personally, you want to play that card, go ahead. I think it's a brick. I think it's bad. I don't really like it. I'm on 1 Ancient Gear Golem, the OG. I'm on 2 Dark Golem. I'm on 3 Wyvern, 3 Frame, 3 Statue. I think Tanker is a good 2 because if you draw him, it's okay, but your instinct is to just summon him out and then special. No, you want to save him for later. I'm playing the 1 Dragon. I might, honestly, if I was to cut anything, I would cut Dragon probably to play Box. I just don't like Ancient Gear box. I think it is such a brick. If it was better, I would like it, but it's such troll bait. Like you're adding that card to your hand, and then you're basically saying to your opponent, "Okay, you control me." Like I don't like the way that card's designed, so I can't. I've tried. I can't force myself to run it. I think 3 advance, 3 Gear Town. I'm even playing the terraforming because I'm not playing any hand traps. I'm playing board breakers just because I'm accepting that my opponent's going to make a wacky zany board. So what I want to do is just kind of, I mean, I have Ancient Gear Fortress, which basically can shut down anything. I mean, you can activate this, and your opponent has to respond to this. If they don't, they're screwed unless they have the out, which would just be crazy. Um, Ancient Gear Fusion it too. I didn't really showcase this card in the combo, but there's a way that you can get out into Ancient Gear Giant as well as Ancient Gear Golem, Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. I do like this card. I just really wish that they would give us. I honestly hope that they give us the Hunting Hound fusions as a way to like kind of work up to him. Like if they could give like some sort of fusion climbing mechanic to go from like the 2 fusion material Hunting Hound to the 3 fusion to the 4 fusion to him. I think that would be sick. Um, I'm actually maining Twin Twisters. This comes from the fact that I was playing the other day. I was testing and I got walled out by Synchro Zone. If you're playing Synchros, I mean, cool. Or if you're playing other back row removal, you don't have to worry about that. But I like Twin Twisters because if, say, for example, you don't draw a catapult, okay, and you see a Gear Town plus Twin, you can pitch the Twin, get out in a gear, like, or pitch something from hand, use Twin, target the Gear Town, and then you can get into Dark Golem. So that kind of comes in handy a little bit. It's not my main focus, but I mean it's also decent back row removal. Forbidden Droplet, I feel like that's going to be standard in this deck. Lightning Storm, I do like it too, and this is kind of why I like this here. I'm going to explain this real quick because it's kind of like a pivot. Okay, Fusion, Forbidden Droplet shuts down your opponent's front row. Twin Twister shuts down your opponent's back row. Lightning Storm is a pivot. Lightning Storm can do front or back. So opening up Forbidden plus Lightning or Lightning plus Twin is not bad. Okay, so that's 2 cards on top of 4 cards in your hand. You only need 1 plus a discard to combo. That leaves you with 2 other cards. Like, it's pretty decent. Call by the Grave just for that off chance that my opponent does have Droll. I'm thinking Terraforming. I don't really. I do not like Urgent Schedule anymore. I don't think that it helps. I think that we're gonna end up dropping Urgent Schedule. I could be wrong. I don't like the card. I think that it because you have to go directly into the link. I just don't like it. I mean, you could urgent schedule. Actually, you could urgent schedule and then normal summon Dark Golem, but that's a 2 carder. That's 2 card specific. I don't like that. Um, but guys, yeah, this is just a sample list. If you have any thoughts or suggestions, I am just trying to make it go with just straight pure golems. I'm not playing Sargass. I'm not playing Armored Train Iron Wolf, whatever his name is. I'm not playing any of the generic Earth machines. I'm just playing a Crowler inspired Ancient Gear list. And guys, I think I made a pretty decent one. So guys, yeah, let me know what you think down below. Suggestions if I miss somewhere where I can actually combo off more. If it's in archetype, give me a comment. If it's something outside of archetype, I'm probably not going to play it. But guys, if you have any suggestions, let me know. 2 card, 3 card, Slifer Slacker out.